Welcome back. Lots of stuff to cover today. First big story off the top. Target is leaving Canada. Surprised about this? I mean, a lot of people think that just because you can bring an American product into Canada that people will immediately jump on board and get involved. But seriously, they miscalculated their entry into Canada. Some say too big, too fast, all of those things. What are your thoughts? Are you going to miss Target? Alex, want to start with you?
Well, I think that certainly there's going to be a lot of jobs that are lost. But I also, we will recall it wasn't that long ago that they took over Zellers, got rid of all their workers, fired them all because they were collecting more in benefits. Some of them got hired back on to Target, and now they're losing their jobs again. So you have to wonder, when we're allowing American or foreign takeovers, we have to make sure that strings are attached, and is it really about protecting Canadian jobs when they come in? We need to make sure that it's good investments.
This wasn't about protecting jobs. Their entry into Canada was to make money off of Canadians with an American company.
And wasn't Zellers sort of on the brink anyway?
They were on the brink, and there were a tremendous number of workers in that case too that did lose their jobs. A few, as you said, got hired on. The reason that there are 17,000 people that are losing their jobs are because most of these jobs were part-time, and it is not a static work environment, retail on a whole. But to think that almost 1,000 people in the general Hamilton area are losing their jobs, like, this is making a bigger effect than Stelco is at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not surprised at the closure of the Target stores. I've only been in one of them in Ancaster once, and I had to run in, get a birthday card, and my only reason why I did that was there was no cars in the parking lot, so I could park right in front of the store, run in, and get out, and that was my reason. So it's unfortunate that the jobs are lost.
I don't understand how such a large, successful company in the United States could just be so mismanaged and just collapse in a matter of 2 years.
Made a big
I'm glad you pointed out, Tara, that part-time jobs, precarious employment, but that has been what the Harper government has been attracting into Canada, is these low-wage jobs, and this is what you
get. And don't forget the government of Ontario too. And people always need to shop.
Ontario.
You're right.
People need to shop. People need to shop, and retail will always be part of the workforce.
They thought was going to be a good investment. Target obviously thought that this was going to be a good investment for them coming into Canada, buying all the Zeller store at cut rate prices. So they thought it was an investment. It was an investment gone bad. And we all make investments that sometimes don't work to our advantage.
And you know what? The Target stock is up, of course, because they're getting out of
Did they misjudge how Canadians now feel about Americans? Because a generation or two ago, it didn't matter what it was. If it was an American, we're in. Whereas now,
Scott,
I don't think the younger generation has
I don't think it has anything to do with being American. People were walking into the stores, not finding the merchandise that they wanted, having bare shelves, going in, wanting certain products. They only had 2 in stock. Pallets of merchandise, overstock, being sold at cut rate prices to liquidators for no reason.
Just mismanagement.
Well, mismanagement. And I think too, we need to look at the fact that spending, like our GDP, is down, and it did go up slightly last winter, but that was because heating prices were so exorbitant during that very harsh cold winter. So I think that our governments, both levels, provincial and federal, need to look at attracting solid jobs, need to look at getting spending going in our economy.
I really believe that they are.
This is getting away from Target. Let's talk about transit and bus lanes and BRT and LRT. Hamilton City Council argued for hours the other night about this. Didn't seem to get anywhere.